Hello, you guys. I have a channeling from the Divine Masculine that I was going to share with you guys. It was given to me in a dream. So I am going to tell you guys about it. In the dream space, for one, I don't know. Sometimes the channelings are set in a school area, and I'm like, why is it set in a school area? And I thought about, for some people, the way you perceive life or the way you perceive group settings or anything starts in school, because that is your first definition of the world outside of home. So if you were in school and you maybe were not popular or not talked about or something like that, you probably could carry that with you without knowing that you're carrying it with you. And this is not to say anything to anybody, but I know I carried it for a little while. I got over it. You know, you get over it at some point because it's like, oh, well, it's old. But sometimes those are wounds that we have to heal because we don't know that that's affecting us. I know I had to go back and heal it. So it was set in school. I was just saying it because I didn't understand why it was set in a school space. So basically, the person that was the Divine Masculine, he was popular, and the people came over. I got my tray and I went, sat down, and some kind of way he was beside me. Now when I sat down, I didn't see him beside me, but then I saw him beside me. So everybody was like, y'all know y'all twins, right? And so I was like, no. And I was looking, and he was like, no, she's not my twin. She's she doesn't know what she's talking about. And he was like, she think I'm the other guy. And then he showed me this other guy that kind of favored him, but that was shorter, and you know, trying to scare me with another person. So I was like, I don't want you to be my twin anyway. And then they was like, look how y'all sitting by each other. Y'all didn't even know that y'all kind of do the same stuff or sit by each other. I said, I did not try to sit by him, because at this point he denied me as a twin. So I'm like, well, you know, you don't have to be my twin. I don't want you to be my twin. I said, honestly, I wasn't trying to sit by you, because honestly, we don't try. I don't think you guys try. I don't try to chase anybody or nothing. I just follow my heart. If my heart say do this, then I go do it. So I don't try to chase anybody. I don't try to be like anybody else, because I would totally fail anyway if I tried. But it was just, they would say, you guys do the same thing, you guys act alike, yada yada yada. It was like people trying to almost tell him, but I was right there too. And I just smiled, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. Now if you're gonna make it seem like you don't want to be a part of me or me a part of you, it don't have to be that way, because I'm not that, you know, I'm not that arrogant or stuck up or prideful to where it has to happen. You can go your own way, I can go my own way, and I'm still gonna have a good life, and you still gonna have a good life, because I'm not gonna wish nothing on you, and prayerfully you don't wish anything on me. But anyway, he was doing that, and so, you know, I got up from the table because I was like, wait a minute, I'm a little embarrassed right here, because he took it too far. He just was like, she's not nothing, you know, like me, and almost in a taunting way. So I got up and said, listen, I'm finna go from the table. And I was like, y'all stop telling him that, because obviously he has a problem with it, which has nothing to do with me, because I'm dignified and I'm gonna go my own way. And so later, he wound up coming to me and talking to me, and I'm like, now why would he come and talk to me after he said all that? And he wound up with my phone number, and he texted me and said he wants to meet me. And I'm like, well, why would you want to meet me? That's just crazy. And so I had to go to the classroom, and I was like, I got to take this test. And I wound up by him again. I was like, please tell me he's not in that classroom. And they was like, oh, there go that girl. She right there, you know, telling him that I was there. I said, I'm finna go. Take me somewhere else. I had to take a test outside of my own classroom, so I had to go to someone else's classroom. And so I was like, please don't tell me he's in the classroom, because the door was wide open. And I was like, oh my gosh. I said, I'm finna go in the hallway, because I don't want to be around him that's just ignorant. If he gonna, you know, if he gonna act like that, I don't want to be around you either, because I don't want you to think I don't want you to think for a second that I'm thinking about following you, and I'm thinking about being with you, because I am not. And so I was like, let me go, you know. But I wasn't attitudinal about it. I'm just trying to be funny right now. So I said, let me go in the hallway and, you know, just stay away from him, because for some reason something wrong with his brain. His brain is not thinking straight. Something must have gone wrong in my brain. Something gone wrong in his brain, because he tripping. And I started to go my own way. And so I went my own way, and we wound up in the hallway. He wound up talking to me, and we wound up, you know, clear your throat. We wind up fornicating. We wind up having sex for some apparent reason in the hallway. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is weird, but it was very enticing. And so he sent me a text. He said, I'm so sorry that I didn't believe you. I'm sorry that I didn't want to accept you as my other part, because what you did was so special. I felt special. It felt so beautiful to me. I've never had nothing like that. He said, maybe I just was afraid, or maybe I just didn't know. But what you did was the best I've ever had, and it was just special. And I was like, okay, I'm not texting him back, because, you know, to me, I was like, I don't know if he playing or not, because at that point, you never know, because you've already denied me. What Peter denied Jesus 3 times? I'm just playing, but you already denied me, so how then can I accept anything you say? Although it was very, tranquilizing? It was very nice for me, but it still was like, nah, I ain't gonna take him serious. So then he started playing. We went back to the classroom. Nobody knew that we had did anything. We went back to the classroom, and we went to the gym, and his homeboys was like, there she go right there. And he was like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. And we both was playing it off like we didn't do anything. And so they were still trying to get us together, and they were like, she nice. And so instead of him coming to talk to me, his homeboys came to talk to me. They was like, what you got going on? They was like, well, you know he like you, and yada yada yada. And I was like, okay, I can accept that, but I'm not gonna worry about it, because at this point we had already talked, and he had already texted me. So I'm like, I'm good, you know, I got what I wanted. I still got the upper hand. I'm just not gonna tell nobody and throw it in nobody's face, because nobody knew that we had did anything. And so then we wind up going in the hallway, and for some reason we did it again. I'm like, why are we still doing it? We did it again. And it was a young lady right there, and she wound up catching the end effect, and she was just smiled at us because she thought it was so beautiful. Like, she didn't even say anything. She didn't tell anybody. So then we had to go to this other big scenery. I don't know what kind of scenery it was, but we were still at school. The whole time we were still at school. Maybe we guys are all in school, like learning. The school of life. Oh gosh, the school of love. Isn't that something? We probably all in school and don't know it, because we still learning as we go. But we were right there with someone else, and this lady was like, that girl over there gonna be mad. And I was like, who is she? I don't know her. And he was like, don't worry about her. I don't know her either. That's not my girlfriend. He was like, we used to be friends or something. And they was like, she gonna be mad at y'all because we wind up hugging or something. And I was like, I don't really care. But then I was like, we ain't got to do nothing, because I don't want nobody mad. And the lady was like, she over there mad. So both of us looked, and he was like, don't worry about her, because she don't matter. She's just gonna have to be mad. So what I gathered from all that information is he may have tried to deny you, but he can no longer deny you. And it's only like he tried to deny you around people, but it's like the people around you, I don't know if they know about the whole twin flame thing, because I don't know too many people. Well, I don't talk to people about it, because I'm like nonchalant. I just talk about regular things. What's regular? I don't know. How's the weather doing? How's the weather, Sam? You know, just stuff like that. I don't talk about deep stuff, because I don't like to scare people off, and some people don't like people who are very deep, because I don't know, it makes them feel shallow or something. I don't know what it is, but I talk about regular things, you know, so I could try to maintain in life. You can't be too far ahead, and you can't be too far behind. You got to be right there. You know what is it? Regular, unleaded, and supreme. You know, we want the supreme, but the regular is sometimes more affordable. You know, maybe we'll do unleaded on a good day, you know, but the regular is more affordable, so it's more likable. It's the button that everybody goes to. You know, some people don't even see the unleaded and supreme, because I didn't know about unleaded and supreme till like, I think I had like 3 cars by then when I found out what is unleaded and supreme. I'm like, why do they have all those extra numbers? You know, it's like 79, 89, and 91. I'm like, what's the point of all this? I never knew the price was there. I never knew nothing. I really had to learn. So I really was in school of life. But so he may not have wanted to claim you or disown the whole thing in general, but still, nevertheless, people around him are like, that is, even if they're not saying that's your twin, they probably saying like, that girl is special, or that's your wife, or this person in your life for a reason, and they starting to accept it. But at the same time, they want to shy away from doing it around the people who they already denounced you to. They like, I'm gonna go do it my own way and figure it out myself, and then I'll let you guys know. You know, sometimes you want to find out things for yourself before you start informing people, because you don't want to give them the wrong information. So it's like, I gotta figure this out. So, and also, for some of you guys, I thought about like the last channeling when I went upstairs and I couldn't see the person. It was like, you know, spirit was just like, some people don't even know who they twins are. And, you know, the whole twin thing can become an obsession if you let it. And then you look at, so like, I don't look at anybody else. I just listen to spirit. Now, when I first started out, I did, because I didn't know that it was a divine feminine and twin. I just knew that I always carried myself with that esteem. But when I started, I think way back in this year, earlier this year, like January, like I didn't go look at nobody else, because it's like, why would I do that? So I don't, for some of you guys, like, you just have to be selective, because I realize like what you listen to and what you look at, I mean, it becomes a part of you now. And you can get angry for no reason, and you can get triggered for no reason, to where it's not even a triggering, it's just something in you that doesn't like what you're hearing. So it's like, just be careful and cautious about everybody you listen to, or even listening to so many people, because spirit is doing it anyway. Like I said, I didn't even have to tell this person, like people start telling them and they denied it. So when they denied it, I got up like, okay, if we playing a denial game, I'm very good at it. I'm very good at it, so let me get up away from the table. So it's like spirit is saying that they got people around the masculine who is trying to help him. And so you don't have to do so much to show him, and you also don't even have to, it's a butterfly over there. There it go, it came anyway. What color was it? You know, if you see a butterfly, like, you're supposed to look up the color, because the color tells you the meaning of it. I know they say all butterflies mean transformation, but the different colors mean different things, and it is so serious. When I was going through my transformation last year, I believe, I saw so many big black butterflies. I said, now what is this big? I've never seen a black butterfly. And they said that's like death and transformation. It also mean that a loved one is with you and a situation is coming to an end. Girl, I was just like, I was mortified. I said, please change colors, please change colors. I wanted my regular butterflies, but I don't know what color that one was. I think it was orange or something. I think it was orange. But anyway, nevertheless, and so you don't have to do too much, because spirit is already revealing to them through other people. And these people were not like family. These people were just friends, or just people, I was going to say down the block, just people that can see maybe how the masculine acts with you and how he acts with other people, or how when you're in his life he's a certain way, and when you're not in his life he's a certain way. They probably can detect the difference between the two, and they trying to reveal it unto him so he'll understand, and he might deny it around people, because, you know, we all have like self-denial, and we all want to know for sure within ourselves. So anyway, the whole thing was, some of you guys might not, I think that butterfly made me forget what I was saying, but some of you, when I seen the upstairs and I said I don't know who it is, it's like some of you might not know who your actual twin is. So it's like you don't have to do anything, but you just might not know, because spirit don't want to reveal it to you. Because sometimes if you know who your twin is, like, you may, I don't want to say do too much, but you might do things to prevent them understanding. You know, like maybe you understand, but if you do too much, they won't understand. They'll be turned off by it. And that's not the way spirit wanted to go. And sometimes we think because of their age, or because they listen to the same music, but it's really not that. It's the internal system of that person being the complement of the internal system within you. Whether you guys have the same issues, the same pain, or maybe you guys just smile the same, maybe you guys love the same. That's what spirit like really looks at, and that's the part that people don't talk about. Even though you guys are healing and it's like a self-love thing, it's still about the internal, because God looks at the inside of a man. He does not look at the appearance. He does not care. Not that he doesn't care what you have to say, but you can speak with the most prestige if you want to, but internally you may feel like, I'm not that smart, I'm not that educated. So then you will be with somebody who compliments that, you know, to encourage you, somebody who allows you to have those moments of, you know what, I don't feel so smart. Because I know I'm educated, but sometimes I don't feel so smart. Like, sometimes I just feel very ignorant. I want to use the right word. I don't want to call myself dumb, but sometimes I just feel very ignorant. Like I missed out on something in life to help me understand how to deal with, you know, because I don't know how to deal with people. I call them humans. I don't know how to deal with humans all the time. I don't know how to deal with people all the time. My mother tell me that too. We just don't know how to, not that we don't know how, we know how to respect people and be courteous, but when it comes to like the whole relationship thing, you know, we're very honest, genuine people, and honest, genuine people get messed over a lot because we're honest. It's like, how can you mess over a genuine person, but then a person who is backstabbing and conniving, you love them to death do you part. You love them like they Jesus. And it's like, that is so, you know, so I'm talking, you know, so I don't understand that part of life. And so I just stay away from, I'm about to say human contact as much as possible, but I do communicate with people and talk, but I don't like to get too close. I really don't. Only people who I love and care about can see my quirkiness or my weirdness, because sometimes I just say stuff that would offend certain people, and sometimes I am uninterested. And look at me, I am uninterested, because I was going to say uninterested, but that's not the way to pronounce it. Like people say strawberry, I want a strawberry, you know, but I am uninterested in certain things, which makes me look standoffish or whatever. So I just be like, you know, just don't worry about it, Jesus. It's just, what, me, myself, and I, that's all I got, you know? I just don't even be worried about it. I just do what I do, respect people, and move forward. But anyway, he's, if he hasn't accepted it now, he's starting to accept it, and he's not afraid to admit it, at least to you. I don't think he wants so many people to know at this moment, because I just see it fragile, like he might be fragile about the whole experience. Because like I said, when he was sitting there, like he kind of taunted me and teased me as if I wasn't worthy to be next to him. And it's like, who are you? And for me, I'm like, I'm not finna fight with you. I'm finna get up and go. Find somebody worthy. I don't like Jennifer Hudson. Baby, I would go. Living under your spotlight, I would leave. Look, I would leave and find somebody worthy. But he didn't feel right about the way he treated you and may have embarrassed you. So he just don't want to put it out. I'm gonna say he not want to put it all out there, but he wants to talk to you personally, one-on-one first, and get that understanding with you. Even though people are telling him, he wants to get that understanding with you and see you like little love stuff. Like he was like, that was so special. I never had anyone do that to me. And I'm sorry I didn't believe you at first. And yada, 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 wherever he went. So I'm talking about wherever he went. Where did he go? I don't know. Jackie Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water and never came down. So that's how he feel about it. He just wants that one-on-one personal time, because it's starting to hit him because everybody's saying it. So the first step is, you know, denial, because that's what it is. Like, no, no, no. Even I had the experience. I was like, no, 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 no. Like, get away, because I just, you know, if you're gonna say no, I'm gonna say no too. But once he start accepting it, it's like a personal thing he wants to do with you. He doesn't want to do it, you know, like that personal one-on-one nightcap. Yeah, to accept it, so that it's more intimate rather than the whole, even though everybody else knows. And the trick is, well, it's not a trick, but the understanding is everybody else already knows. It's just him walking through his self-denial first, because the first step to recovery is acceptance. So he's trying to recover, but he has to accept what he first denied in order to recover. And then the denial just came because he wasn't willing to accept it, and it didn't feel right to him. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel like the time. And it was just you know how too many people are telling you so much stuff, and you like, yo, I can't take this right now. Leave me alone. Let me figure it out on my own. So that's how I could see it being. Like, it was like too many people like, this is your partner and this is your wife, and God's sons are here. And, you know, so many things that made him just go like berserk. Too much information at one time just make you be like, no, leave me alone. You know, start pulling your hair out and stuff. You know, not that you can't handle it. It's just, it's too much information. And if you're a person who likes to process each thing you learn or each thing you find out, that's too much to process. It's like putting too much in a blender and expecting all of it to blend perfectly. It's not. It's going to be everywhere. So, you know, he's like, this is too much. I can't blend this right now. Let me take these bananas out of here and all this so I can have, you know, the perfect smoothing. Let me get you out the picture, you out the picture, you out the picture. And there was one person there that was kind of upset, like an old friend or maybe a companion or maybe somebody he spoke with. But it was another lady that was like, y'all don't worry about that. And even he was like, I don't really care. You know, we was just sitting there hugging each other. He was like, I don't really care about her, so it just doesn't even matter. She didn't try to do anything. It just was like a little tension. So, I mean, we can handle that. That comes with the territory. So, that's all I wanted to say. And I did say that some of you might not know who your masculine is. It's gonna be, some of you gonna be surprised when you find out who your actual partner is, because they gonna come tell you that they know and they understand, and you're gonna be surprised. And that was the purpose, because I was like, why would I go upstairs and not see the purpose? The person. They just said I'm not done. So for some of you, you're gonna be surprised, because some of you have met different parts of your twin through other people. Some of you might not have, but some of you have. Even I have. I met different people that was like, wait, you might be a way better twin than the one I thought. And I could be honest and admit that, you know. Or a way better twin, a more advanced twin. You know, a more advanced soul. Because I like advanced soul. Because, I mean, I'm an old soul. Advanced soul. So I don't have to feel so so regular all the time. You know, you don't want to be regular all the time. You want to feel special. You want to feel, you know, exuberant, extraordinary. You want to feel like, you know, I can conquer the world. You know, you want to feel like that sometimes. You don't want to just be like, oh yeah, so we're going to go and do, you know, the same old, same old. And I have to do that sometimes just to keep everything in place. But every now and again you meet that person who just brings the life right out of you. That life that you've been hiding within. They bring it out of you, like, oh my gosh, and then boom, now you're back to being the life of the party. But that was the channeling for you guys. Hopefully you guys understand. And if I receive any more information, I will be sure to let you guys know what's going on